Imagine walking into a room, a crowded room, a meeting hall, a cafe, or a party. The moment you step through the door, that familiar feeling sits on your chest, doesn't it? As if invisible spotlights have turned towards you. As if everyone has stopped talking and is watching you. Is your outfit okay? Is your walk strange? What are they thinking right now? Your mind writes thousands of scripts in seconds. What if I say something wrong? What if I look ridiculous? What if they don't like me? And in that moment, under that invisible pressure, you cease to be yourself. Your shoulders drop, your voice changes, even your laugh becomes artificial. You put on a mask that doesn't belong to you. The compliant man mask, the nice guy mask. Shall I tell you a painful truth? No one in that room was watching you. You weren't on anyone's mind. Those spotlights weren't real. That courtroom wasn't real. You were the judge, the prosecutor, and the jury. You judged yourself, accused yourself, and carried out your own execution. The modern man's biggest prison isn't within four walls. The biggest prison is the minds of others. How many years of your life have you wasted trying to impress people you don't even like? How many times did you say yes when you wanted to say no, just out of fear of being excluded? How many nights did you spend sleepless, overthinking what a strange look someone gave you during the day meant? This is a sickness, my friend. This is a cancer of the soul. Its name, social approval addiction. Epictetus was born a slave. He had chains on his body, but he was far freer than the modern man who walks around in suits, wears expensive watches, yet trembles with the fear of what will others say. Do you know why? Because he had solved this secret. Men are not disturbed by things, but by the view which they take of them. What others think of you is not your problem. It is their problem. Today in this video, we will burn down that invisible courtroom together. Today, I won't teach you how to fake confidence. I will tell you how to wear the armor the Stoics called unshakability. You will reach a point where, when someone praises you, you won't fly into the clouds, and when someone insults you, you will simply laugh it off. Because the greatest superpower a man can possess isn't flight or invisibility. The greatest superpower is the art of not caring. If you are ready, we start by taking down the first mask. Why do we care so much? Why can a bad comment written by a stranger on the internet ruin our day? Biologically, we are programmed for this. Thousands of years ago, being exiled from the tribe meant death. It meant being eaten by predators, starving. That's why your brain coded what others think as a matter of survival. But wake up now. The year is 2025. That rude manager at the office cannot kick you out of the tribe and feed you to lions. You won't starve to death because that girl didn't reply to your message. The danger has passed, but the fear remains. This fear created the nice guy syndrome in modern men. Who is this nice guy? Maybe it's you. The man who tries to get along with everyone, who is terrified of conflict, who always puts his own desires last, who constantly compromises just so peace isn't disturbed. You think this is kindness, don't you? You say, I am a good person. No. The Stoics wouldn't call this kindness. They would call it cowardice, because kindness is a choice. It is a strong man showing compassion to a weak one. But what you are doing is not a choice. It's a compulsion. You are kind because you are afraid to fight. You are compliant because you are afraid you won't be loved if you say no. This is manipulation. You are giving people the message, look, I do everything you say. Please love me back. Please approve of me. This is a trade, and believe me, people can smell it. No one respects a man who doesn't respect his own boundaries. Marcus Aurelius, as the man at the very top of Rome, was aware of the sycophants and hypocrites around him. He reminded himself every morning, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. Do not be surprised, because this is the order of the world. He didn't expect approval from these people. He didn't expect them to love him. Why do you? Your value cannot be weighed on someone else's scale. Think about it. You have a gold bar in your hand. If someone comes and says, this is a piece of stone, does the gold lose its value? Or if everyone applauds it, does the gold become more valuable? No, it is gold. Its value is in its essence. You are the same. Other people's approval does not raise you up. Other people's criticism does not lower you. You are equal to your actions and your character. So after reaching this awareness, how do we handle those poisonous arrows, insults, and disrespect coming from the outside? This is where the Stoic metaphor of the rock comes into play. There is an unavoidable truth in life. People will disrespect you. They will cut you off in traffic. They will treat you unfairly at work. They will mock you on social media. Sometimes even those closest to you will break your heart. What is our modern reflex? To get angry, to get defensive, to shout, "How dare you say that to me?" Why? Because our ego was hurt. We took that person seriously. We believed that their opinion of us could change the truth. A Stoic, however, does not get angry at an insult. He is only surprised. Sometimes he even laughs. One day, someone bumps into Cato at the bats and curses at him. Cato turns and looks. The man realizes his mistake and apologizes. Do you know what Cato says? You don't need to apologize, because I didn't even notice you hit me. This is the peak of ignoring an insult. The message is, your existence, your rudeness, is not valuable enough to disturb my inner peace. Epictetus taught his students this: if anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone. Think about this. If someone said, you have 3 arms, would you be offended? No, you would think they were crazy. So why do you get offended when someone calls you stupid or a failure? Is it because deep down you believe it, or because you gave that person the authority to define who you are? A Stoic man is like a rock. Think of the rock on the shore. Waves come, crash against it, foam, make noise. What does the rock do? Nothing. It just stands there. The waves shatter. The rock remains. People's insults are those waves. You must be the rock. Don't be reactive. You are not a machine that works when someone pushes your buttons. When someone insults you, put a pause in between. That silence is your power. You don't have to answer. You don't have to explain yourself. Just look into that person's eyes and think to yourself, this is about your character, not mine. Disrespect from others does not lower your value. It only reveals their lack of manners. The day you understand this, no one can hurt you. But wearing the armor isn't enough. Sometimes you need to draw the sword and set a boundary. Now we come to the powers of saying no. The art of not caring is not passivity. It doesn't mean do whatever you want to me. I won't make a sound. On the contrary, it is the art of choosing what to care about and what not to. And the thing you should care about most, your own boundaries, your own time, and your own principles. Most men are afraid to say no because they think if they say no, they will be rude. They think, if I say no, they will think I'm selfish. Let me tell you a secret. People don't like the guy who says yes to everything. They use him. People respect the man who has principles, who has boundaries, and who can say no when necessary. They even secretly admire him. In Stoicism, minding your own business is essential. Time is your most valuable asset. Remember memento mori. You will die. In this limited time, you don't have to go to a coffee meetup you don't want, join a conversation you dislike, or cover up someone else's mistake. When someone asks you for something, don't automatically say, sure, I'll handle it. Stop. Ask, do I want to do this? Ask, does this align with my values? If the answer is no, just say no. You don't need to give long explanations or make up lies. No, I don't have time for this right now. No, I prefer not to. That's it. Seneca says, people are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. Others' disappointment is not your problem. You are not born to meet their expectations. When you say no, you are actually saying yes to yourself. You say yes to your own goals. You say yes to your own peace. A country without borders is open to invasion. A soul without boundaries is the same. Build your walls, post a sentry at the gate, and only let those in who deserve it. Because the first rule of not caring about anyone is to respect yourself first. But what do we do about that ruthless judge inside when we turn down the volume of the outside voices? How do we judge ourselves about the outside world? But the greater danger is inside. Let's say you stopped caring what others say. But what about your own inner voice? You're not good enough. You won't succeed at this. Everyone is watching you. At this point, it's time to change the jury members. Who have you seated in the jury box all your life? Maybe your father who constantly criticized you. Maybe the girl who rejected you in high school. Maybe that faceless crowd on social media. Remove them from there. Clear that courtroom and seat only your reason and your conscience in the jury box. This is what the Stoics call the inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius often asked himself, whose approval are you seeking? These people? But you know how they live, what they fear, what they chase after. Why do you need these people who are not even pleased with themselves to like you so much? This is a tremendous perspective. Look at those people judging you. Do you really admire them? Would you want to live their lives? If the answer is no, then their opinion doesn't matter. Be your own judge. Let your criteria be, did I do my best today? Did I act honestly? Did I master my will? If your answer is yes, then even if the whole world boos you, you shouldn't care. If your answer is no, then even if the whole world applauds you, it shouldn't satisfy you. Confidence is not the belief that everyone will love me. Confidence is the power to say, even if no one loves me, I will do what is right. And that is enough for me. You must build the citadel in your mind so strongly that stones thrown from the outside shall bounce off its walls. Inside, in the throne room, Only your principles should rule, and we arrive at the final stage. This is the peak of freedom, to risk being disliked. The destination you will reach at the end of this entire journey is this. Some people will not love you. Some people will misunderstand you. Some people will be annoyed with you simply because you are going your own way. And this is a wonderful thing. Yes, you heard that right. If you have no enemies, if no one is disturbed by you, do you know what that means? It means you have never spoken for yourself. It means you have never taken a stand. It means you have become a leaf, turning wherever the wind blows. Remember that famous quote by Churchill, "You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life." The Stoic man is a dangerous man, not because he is violent. He is dangerous because he cannot be controlled. He is dangerous because he cannot be manipulated. He is dangerous because he does not wait for approval. When you start to change after watching this video, those around you will be uncomfortable. You've changed. You weren't like this before. You've become very selfish, they will say. Because you stopped playing in the script they wrote. You stopped being their toy. Wear these accusations like a medal on your chest. Risk not being loved. Risk not being approved of. Risk being misunderstood. The feeling of freedom this brings is sweeter than all the applause in the world. Amr Fadi. Love your fate. Love the one who loves you. Accept the one who doesn't. The sun illuminates everything it falls upon, but is affected by nothing. Be like the sun. Warm, illuminate, shine, but do not let anyone's shadow extinguish your light. My friend, what I have told you will not happen overnight. When you wake up tomorrow morning, those old anxieties will visit you again. You will be uncomfortable with someone's look again. This is normal. You kept your mind in that prison for years. You cannot escape in one day. But now you know the lock on the door is open. You now know that those invisible judges have no authority. Take a small step every day. Say no once. Respond to that strange look with a smile once. Once speak when everyone is silent, or stubbornly stay silent when everyone is talking. Slowly, you will feel those muscles strengthening. When you take a deep breath, you will feel that the air filling your lungs is no longer someone else's air, but your air. That invisible weight on your shoulders will lift. Your walk will change. Not caring about anyone is not hating people. Not caring about anyone is respecting yourself so much that you do not allow someone else's judgment to pollute your reality. Take off the mask, let go of the fear, and step into the leading role of your own life. Remember, no matter how chaotic life gets, you are in control. You are calm, you are strong, and your consciousness is clear. See you in the next video, even more liberated.